Hey, thanks so much for joining me today. So, what we're going to go through is a 50-minute workout. I'm going to take you through an exercise demo and instructions. That's going to be the first 5 minutes of the workout. Then we're going to go through a warm up, which will take about 5 to 10 minutes. And then we're going to get into the more intense stuff. This workout's going to be based on a full strength and resistance training program. But the exercises can be easily modified to any fitness level. So don't worry if you have any pre-existing injuries or you have any concerns. I'll be able to provide you a modification, and keep in mind, you know your body best. So if you feel any pain or discomfort during the workout, just know either regress the workout, reduce the weight, don't do as much of range of motion, and listen to your body. That's most important. So the entire time through the workout, I'll be able to give you demo and instruction about the activity. And we want to make sure that we're working but at a certain intensity level for you to have an effective and efficient workout. So the workout's designed to be strength and resistance. So if you have your person that's wanting to focus on power and strength, you want to be working with heavier resistance in about 8 to 10 reps. If you want to focus more on muscular endurance, you can adjust the exercise by reducing a little bit of the weight and increasing the rep range to about 10 to 12. And then if you want more endurance training, we're going to work between 15 to 20 rep ranges. So I'll take you through that as we go. If you don't have any weights, don't worry. You can get creative. So if you have a dog, then I'm sure you've got some dog food lying around. You can use that for resistance. If you have a cat, use the cat litter. Hold on to laundry detergent, whatever you need to help provide a little bit of resistance. Don't worry, you're at home, nobody's watching. It's all good. If you do have some weights, then definitely use them, but the workout's designed to have no weight for today. But if you want to add a little bit of resistance, then you can get creative or use your dumbbells, and I'll instruct you on how to do that. So I'll go through the demo and instruction. I'm going to walk you through each exercise on how to do it properly. If you're advanced, you can fast forward the video about 5 minutes and it'll take you right to the warm up. But if you're detailed, you want to be able to know how to exactly move the body in that position, then stick with me and I'll take you through it. So we're going to go through 8 exercises today. They're going to be broken up into circuits of 4. So we're going to rotate through 4 exercises, repeat that 3 times, and then we're going to move on to our other circuit. Okay, so first we're going to start with sumo squats. So a sumo squat is a wide stance squat. The difference between a regular squat and a sumo squat is a sumo, your toes are pointed out. You're able to activate a little bit more of your adductors and your glutes. So in the squat, the knees should follow the direction of the toes. So as you bend the knees, you should have, if you look down, your knee should be pointing in that direction. So you push up, always squeeze your butt at the top, breathe in as you go down, knee follows the line of the toe. Ideally, you want to keep your heels down. So try not to lift like this. Try not to keep your heels up. Push those heels down and your back should stay nice and straight. So head is up, chest is up when you're doing this movement. Next is a push-up. So we're going to go from our knees. If you want to do from your toes, you go right ahead. It's a lot more challenging. I'll demo from the knees and the toes if you want to be able to increase the intensity level. So start by laying flat down on your mat. Hands are going to be placed right beside the chest. You're going to bend the knees, engage your abs, engage your glutes, and push straight up off the floor. Breathe in as you go down, breathe out as you come up. What I don't want to see is a bend in the hips. If you do your push-up like this, you're going to put a lot of pressure on the shoulder, and you're not going to be engaging the chest, which is the muscles that you're activating during your push-up. Hips have to be forward, squeeze your glutes. If you want to do from the toes, same kind of idea. Glutes are squeezed, abs are squeezed. Breathe in as you go down, breathe out as you push up. Breathe in, breathe out. Next, we've got a plank and a shoulder tap. So you're going to start high plank position. Try to keep your hips level. I recommend feet a little bit wider. You're going to tap and alternate opposite shoulder. If that's too challenging, even just lifting up the hand to redistribute your body weight is going to be best. But try not to switch the hips around too much or be up in a downward dog style position. Level. Last one for the first circuit is a leg extension. So you're going to lay flat on your mat. Have your hands right underneath your glutes, just on the side. You want to be able to rotate your pelvis up so that your lower back touches the ground. So what I don't want to see is a big arch in the lower back. We shouldn't have any space between the lower back and the mat. So hands right tight underneath the glutes. You're going to crunch up so head goes towards the knees. Extend the legs straight out. Breathe out. Breathe in. If your lower back does come up off the mat in this extended position, I want you to extend at a 45-degree angle and then back. The higher your legs are, the easier the activity is. Next, we've got reverse lunges with a twist. So start at the top of your mat. Whatever leg you step back with, you're going to rotate away from that leg. You're going to rotate away from the body. So you're going to lunge down and twist towards this leg that's forward. Okay, step back up. You're going to switch sides, lunge down, rotate towards the other side. If you have bad knees, if lunges are a challenge for you, don't go as far down. So start here and do the rotation. And I'd recommend holding something to help add a little bit of extra resistance for the core. Next is a bridge, and we're going to press overhead with an extension. So this is where you're going to need some type of resistance. I'm going to use a 10-pound weight, but you can use anything you got around the house that has a little bit of resistance. So heels in towards the glutes, press through the heels to bridge up and squeeze. You're going to keep your elbows tight towards the body, push straight up, and then bend behind your head. Push straight up, bend behind the head. So here we've got glute activation, squeeze your butt, squeeze your abs. We have your chest working and triceps. Next is a wood chop. If you want to hold your weight, it'll add a little bit of resistance. So bend the knees, rotate down, up and across the body. So as you go down, your body weight's going to be in the leg that's closest to the dumbbell or closest to your resistance. So bend from your knees, twist, push from the heel, and then drive up and across the body. So really squeeze that hip. So you kind of develop this swinging momentum. Same thing for the opposite side. And our last exercise is scissor kicks. So same idea, lay flat down, hands underneath the glute, pelvis tilted up, lower back touching the floor, and you're going to drop one leg. If you want to increase the intensity level, kick faster, head and shoulders up off the floor. Okay, so we're going to start our warm-up. I'm going to start my watch here for activities. If you have an Apple Watch, don't forget to start your watch. I'm not going to play any music because everybody's got a different choice of music. So play music in the background. Don't forget your music. And we will get started. So our first warm-up, we're going to do toe touches. You can round the spine if that feels comfortable. Anytime you're rounding the spine and looking over, and I want you guys to all start this activity. Once I start, you guys start. Round the spine is fine because there's no added resistance. Once we get into an exercise where you're lifting the weight, it's really important to be able to keep your core engaged and keep your back straight. But for a warm-up, it's no problem to be able to round and curve the spine if that's what feels good to you. Remember, you know your body best. You know what feels good. So I want you to keep doing that. Okay. Next, we're going to do rotations. Arms out like a T, feet shoulder width apart. Small twist to start. And then you can gradually make them bigger and bigger. We're going to do rotations with the wood chops. So we need to make sure that our lower back is nice and warmed up. Try to maintain your hips staying forwards. And if you can, look to wherever your shoulders are going. So what that does is help keep the spine neutral. Shoulders away from the ear, so shoulders relaxed and down. Perfect. Okay, now we're gonna do shoulder circles. So let's go forwards, start small, and gradually make them bigger and bigger. A warm-up is something that you never want to skip with your workout. A warm-up helps increase blood flow, helps mentally prepare you for activity, switch directions, start small, get bigger and bigger. But most important, it is an injury prevention. If you start an exercise at a really hard intensity level and you don't properly warm up the body, you have a high risk for injury. If you're injured, you gotta have a lot of modifications. Can't be working towards your goals as hard. All right, last one, we're gonna do a squat to stand. So I want you to bend over, touch the toes, drop the butt, lift the hands, and stand. Deep breath in, lift, stand. This is our last one in our warm-up, and then we're gonna get started into our sumo squats. So remember how I said we've got that 8 to 10 rep range for strength. We've got around the 12 for muscular endurance and 15 to 20 for cardiovascular conditioning. So you can gauge how you want this workout to look. You can gauge the intensity level of the exercise. Okay, let's start with our sumo squat. So grab your weight. I'm gonna hold mine at the chest. Deep breath in as you go down. Today, I'm gonna start with a 12 rep range. I'm gonna do 12 rep range. Keep it right in the middle. I want you to keep in mind as you're doing this workout, so heel pressure, come up, squeeze the glutes. Knees should always be in line with the toes. We never wanna have our knees come in like this at the bottom. Push those knees out. As you're doing the workout, I'm gonna talk a lot about rate of perceived exertion. So really, rate of perceived RPE, rate of perceived exertion. All that means is how difficult is it? Scale of 1 to 10, how hard is the workout? This workout, you should be maintaining 6 to 7 out of 10. Next is push-ups. So core tight, squeeze the glutes, drop the chest, push straight up. Breathe in, breathe out. So rate of perceived is just a fancy term. How hard is the workout? 6 to 7 out of 10. That's what I want you to shoot for. If it gets to an 8 or 9, great, but I want you to try to maintain that 6 to 7 the entire time. The whole purpose of the workout is being able to be consistent throughout the movements and with it still being challenging. Keep going, keep going. Let's shoot for that rep range. Great. All right, last one, or next one, sorry, plank to shoulder tap. So a high plank position. Let's go up with a plank to shoulder tap, even if your goal is to work on strength. This is a core exercise. I want you to try to go to that 15 rep range or 20 rep range. I'm also going to talk about heart rate, because there's 2 ways of gauging the intensity: your rate of perceived exertion, but also what your body is telling you by the intensity level of your heart rate. So if you are, what I'm going to tell you to do is how to calculate your max heart rate and your target heart rate zones for the workout. Should be finishing up here. Keep going, abs engaged, glutes engaged. Almost there. Each shoulder tap counts as 1. Okay, good. Leg extensions are next. So hands underneath the glutes. Start with your knees up. Extend back, crunch in. Extend back, crunch in. If your head is down, it's going to be easier on your neck, but it is going to decrease the intensity level. So if you want it a little bit more challenging, head and shoulders up and off the mat. The lower your feet are towards the floor, the harder it's going to be. Same with this one. Even if your goal is strength, try to work to that 15 rep range. This one's a core exercise. Your heart rate max, how you can calculate that, 220 minus your age. So if you're 30 years old, your max heart rate theoretically is going to be 190 beats per minute. And that's an average. Last one. Great. Take a couple seconds, get some water if you need it. So 190 is going to, if you're 30 years old, that's going to be the max amount of heart rate or beats per minute that your heart can go. That's not ideal for a workout. That's your maximum. What you want to do is try to reach between 60 to 70% of that. So if you're 30, you should be having a goal of about 130 beats per minute, maybe 140. That's what you want to try to reach for throughout the workout. Right now, mine's 144. If you don't have a heart rate monitor, how can you check your heart rate? Find your pulse. You can feel it beat, 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 right? Time for 15 seconds. Count how many beats in that 15 seconds. Times that by 4. That'll give you a close enough target heart rate zone, okay? All right, we're back to squats. Heels out or toes out, heels down, deep breath in as you go down, out as you come up. Breathe in, breathe out, squeeze the glutes. Heels are down, chest is up, head is up. Don't look towards the floor. If you want to go strength, lift a little bit heavier. If you're more endurance, move a little bit quicker, less weight. Okay, last one. Good. Next are push-ups. Knees down, squeeze the glutes, engage the abs, breathe in, breathe out. Nice. You can do it. Your arms are going to be burning. Your chest should be burning. That burning sensation as a muscle is it's a good thing. You need that to be able to become stronger. Last one. Actually, sorry, I think I counted wrong. One more. Good. Okay, plank to shoulder tap. You're doing great, guys. Nice work. Hips level, hips level. Engage your abs. If you look to the side, if you look in the mirror, hips shouldn't be up like this. Keep them down. High on your toes. Look in between your hands. Keep a neutral spine. Nice work. Let's keep it going. Last two. And done. Good work. Leg extensions. Lower back down. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Start with your knees in, extend out straight. Knees in, extend out straight. If you want to increase intensity level, remember head and shoulders up and off. If you feel your lower back coming off, go up more at a 45-degree angle. Feel your abs by now. If you feel a lot of joint pain in your hips, don't fully extend the legs. Start here. Sometimes making a small adjustment to the exercise really allows you to focus on working the muscle that we're trying to engage, feeling it in your abs, and less on the joints, less on the hips. Good work. We'll take about 10 to 15 seconds rest. Drink some water. We got one more round before we switch it up. I want to talk about hydration too. Where's my weight here? Okay, I want to talk about hydration. Ready? Let's go. Squeeze the glutes at the top, heel pressure. You should be drinking half of your body weight in ounces of water per day. So take your body weight, divide it by 2, and that's how many ounces of water. If you're like, how many liters is that? Go on Google. I don't know, I can't tell you that off the top of my head. But Google will tell you how many liters that is. Done. Push-ups. Also, we're gonna get real here. Squeeze your butt. Breathe in as you go down. Push-ups. Ready? Go. If you're going to the bathroom and your pee is not clear, you need to drink more water. Unless you're taking a heavy-duty multivitamin. In that case, sometimes the pee will never get clear because your multivitamin changes the color. But if you're drinking half your amount of body weight in ounces per day, you should be okay. Keep your abs tight. Keep your core engaged. Let's do one more. Good. Plank shoulder tap. Shake out your arms. I don't know about you, but my arms are getting tired. Arms up. Shoulder tap. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. All the way to 15. Hips level. Abs engaged. Squeeze your glutes. Wrist should be right underneath those shoulders. Almost there. Great. Last 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Just stay there, Roman. Stay there. All right, head and shoulders up. Roman wants to join in. Extend. Breathe out, crunch. I know it seems funny breathing out each time you crunch up, but the reality is it makes the workout more effective. So if you ever feel silly breathing out, don't. Nobody cares. Your workouts are going to be better. Almost there. Last 2 and 1. Nice work. All right, we're about halfway through our workout. Hope everybody's feeling pretty good. We've got 4 more exercises, 3 more rounds. Check your heart rate if you can. Mine's already at 150. Mine's pretty high. So if you feel like the exercise intensity is too high, take a little bit of extra rest. There's no judgment here with your workout. You know your body best, you know your fitness level. Take extra time if you need it. If you're ready to go, either you can go start right away, increase the intensity level for your weights. If you want to add in extra jumping, I'll show you how to do that to increase that intensity level, make it more challenging for you. But if you're good with where things are, then let's keep it going. We're going to start our lunges with a twist. I'm going to hold the weight. Start with the weight right out your chest, top of your mat. Step back, rotate towards the leg that's forward. So drop the back knee, twist down, come back up, switch legs, drop down, twist. With lunges, balance sometimes can be one of the most challenging things. The twist really challenges the balance. So if you're having a hard time, if you can't quite get that balance aspect, keep the lunges straight. Watch out, Roman. Watch out. Keep the lunges straight. Nice work. Whatever leg is forward, put pressure in that heel. The more heel pressure you get, the more it's going to activate your hamstring and glute. Breathe in as you drop the back knee. Nice work. I'm holding the weight up my chest as a variation of the exercise for the twist. If you've taken out the twist and you want to go even heavier, hold 2 weights here. Increase that resistance level. Doing good. Heel pressure front foot. Make sure that back heel is nice and high. Chest is up. Try not to lean over with your lunge. No hinging. Chest is up. Back is straight. Load the glutes. Nice work. I lost count. I think we're done. All right. Next is a bridge. Heels in. Hips high. Squeeze the glutes. Elbows tight towards your body. Push straight up. Dumbbell goes behind your head. So you got a tricep or a narrow press and a tricep extension. Keep those hips high, squeeze the glutes. If your weight isn't heavy enough, grab a heavier weight. If it's too heavy, drop it down. Work with what your body needs. We talked about hydration. I'm going to talk about other types of activities. So you got your workout in for today at the end. You're going to have completed your 45-minute workout. Ideally, Canada recommends 150 minutes of physical activity every week. So you can break that down however you want. But this takes off 45 minutes, which means you've got a little bit of extra time left. Last one. In your week to get in your physical activity as recommended by Canada Activity Guidelines. Next is wood chops. Feet out, rotate, come up, twist. Heel pressure, rotate through the torso. Good. So I want you to think activity doesn't just mean workouts. Activity means anything that gets your body moving. That could be taking your dog for a walk. Let's do the last one. Good. Taking your dog for a walk. That could be going skiing, going snowboarding, going snowshoeing, doing yoga, doing an extra strength training workout. Activity is anything that gets your body moving, anything that gets your heart rate up. If you want it more intense, drop lower. Lower in your squat, more momentum coming up. Last two. Done. Scissor kicks. So keep that activity going. Roman, come on this side. Good. Head and shoulders up. Drop, point the toes. Deep breathing. Try and drop your heel close towards the floor without touching. If you touch, it's a rest point for your body. Takes away the intensity level. We're doing 45 minutes here. You've got lots of other time in the day to rest. Let's push now. Great job. If your body shakes, I know mine does. I thought at first, I was like, oh man, that means I'm so weak. But it's just your body's way of telling you that you're working. It's being challenged. So don't worry if you're shaking. If your heart rate's up, it's all normal. Your muscles are burning, keep going. Almost there. Couple more and rest. Good job. If you're sweating, if you're shaking, your body's working. You're doing good. We got 2 more rounds. Drink some water. So activity, try to get in as much activity as you can. Everything is moving with purpose. You take your dog for a walk, put on running shoes, try to get your heart rate up to a certain amount. If you're doing yoga, focus on your breathing, matching the movements with your breathing. If you're playing tennis, if you're playing golf, try to walk the course if you can. Walking the course is excellent activity. Activity just doesn't mean the workouts you're doing. You don't have to do a workout every single day of the week, but you should move your body every single day of the week. All right, let's go again, lunges. This time I'm gonna add a little bit extra resistance. Hold 2 weights. Head up, squeeze your shoulder blades back and down, core tight, step back, drop the knee, come up. Heel pressure, front foot, keep your body upright. I also want to talk about fuel. Fuel is food. What you eat before the workout, what you eat the day before, will affect your performance. If you have something that, like a piece of fruit or oatmeal or a protein or a vegetable, they're all going to react differently in the body. Doesn't mean it's a bad thing, just means it's going to give you a different result. It's going to affect your performance. What I recommend is having a complex carbohydrate. Try to keep it going. Breathe in, breathe out. A complex carbohydrate is going to just digest slower in your body. I love having oatmeal. It's one of my favorite things to eat for breakfast. I put a banana in it. The banana gives me that sugar that I'm going to need to get going right away. Oh, no. Oh, computer errors. Oh, we're still going. Okay, thank God. Oh, okay. Lunges are done. All right, we got a bridge and a press overhead. So try to have that complex carbohydrate if you can before your workout. Any type of, although to be honest, bridge up, squeeze the glutes, push, bend behind the head. To be honest, any type of quality whole food is going to be great for your body. There's no need to get really restricted, to get really focused on how much oatmeal you're eating in the day, or if you have 12 crackers or whatever you're eating. As long as it's a whole food, a quality food, you're going to be fine. If you want more details in nutrition, I can definitely send them to you, but what I want you to focus on is eating quality foods, eating whole foods, drinking water, moving with purpose, getting your daily activity in, and you're going to get results. Your body's going to feel good. Okay, nice work. Done. Wood chops are next. We're almost at the end of this workout. We'll finish off this, one more round, and then we're going to go into recovery. Nice. Push that hip forward. Hip back, hip forward. Hip back, hip forward. Nice work. Last one. Good. Whew. My shoulders are hurting. Deep breath. Breathe through your nose, out through your mouth. The more you try to breathe through your nose, the more it calms your central nervous system down. So if your heart rate is up really high, breathe through the nose as much as you can. Nice work. Last two. Let's go. Keep going. One more. Great. All right. Scissor kicks. Flat on your mat. Legs up, head up, hands underneath your glutes. Drop the feet. Nice. Good. If you want to make this more intense, stay low. Shorter kicks and staying low. That's going to increase your intensity level. If you're doing good, keep your kicks nice and wide. If your neck is hurting, rest your head back down. Your abs are still going to be engaged. If your hips are hurting, bend the knees. Almost there. Last 10 seconds. Keep pushing, keep pushing. 3, 2, 1. Nice. All right. Breathe through the nose, drink some water. We got one more round before our stretch. All right, reverse lunges. This is the last round. I'm going to challenge everybody to push a little bit harder. All right. Deep breath in, drop the back knee and switch. Heel pressure, front foot. You got it. Good. Really focus on your glutes. Your glutes are an essential stabilizer for your core. Stronger glutes you have, stronger core you have. Your core will help improve your overall quality of life, decrease back pain, improve sport performance. Nice work. Great job. Squeeze the shoulders. Almost there. Great. Last 2 and done. Lunges are done. All right. Bridge up. Press the weight over your head. Heels in towards the glutes. Squeeze your butt. Push. Extend behind the head. Push up. Extend behind the head. You should be feeling this chest, triceps, and core glutes. Nice work. Remember, I'm working on muscular endurance, so I've got a little bit lighter weight, doing more reps. If you're doing strength, move still with purpose, but you're not going to be moving as fast. It's not about the speed, it's about the quality of movement that you're doing. Controlled quality of movement is going to give you better results and more is more effective. So don't worry about moving fast. Great job, you guys. Keep those hips up, squeeze your glutes. All right, let's do one more. Nice. All right, wood chops. Holding the weight. Load the weight to one side. Come up, generate momentum through the hips. Swing that weight up, wood chops. Nice. Right now, I'm mainly feeling this in the leg that I'm swinging the dumbbell towards and the shoulders. Nice work. Almost there. 2 and 1. Good. Whew. Sweating. All right, other side. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. We're doing great. It's the last one. Then we got scissor kicks and we're all done. We're in recovery. So keep pushing. Nice work. Good. Keep it going. Almost there. Last 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Okay, final movement. We got scissor kicks. Deep breath. Hands underneath the glutes. Support your lower back. Head and shoulders up and off. Point the toes and kick. Focus on the breathing. Push your lower back down. Think about your abs working. The mind-muscle connection creates a more effective workout also. If you think about that muscle moving and you think about the way that your body's moving, how it's being controlled, you'll be able to advance your program a lot quicker. Nice work. We are almost there. Shaking's normal, shaking's good. Just push through it, push through that burning. We're almost there. Last 10 seconds, really challenge. Push, push, kick. 3, 2, 1, and we are done. Good work, you guys, good work. Whew, I don't know about you, but I'm sweating. All right, take a deep breath. If you need water, get some water. I'm gonna walk you through recovery. Don't skip your stretches at the end. And I'll tell you why here once we get started. So what I want you to do is feet shoulder width apart, reach over, touch the toes. You can drop the head if you like. Side view is here. Roll the spine, tuck the chin under, tuck the chin under. Deep breathing. You want to hold your stretches at the end for about 30 seconds to a minute. It's called static stretch. Stand up nice and slow. If you need something to hold on to a wall, on something, we're going to grip the ankle, heel towards the glute. If you notice the leg position, it's not out to here. We're not out like this, pulling. Bring that knee in towards the other one. Push this hip forward. You're gonna get more effective stretch. If you can't reach your ankle, don't worry about it. Find a couch, find something to hold on to, place your toe on the edge of the couch. Same thing, hips forward, knees still in line. So holding your stretches for about 30 seconds. Let's switch sides. Knee towards the other side, hip forward, chest up, back straight. 30-second hold at the end. That tells your body to go into a recovery state. If you notice at the beginning, our warm-up was dynamic. We were moving, we were getting our heart rate going, we were preparing our body for activity. Now at the end, we want to prepare it for recovery. One last pull, nice and tight, heel towards the glute. Great job. One arm cross over the body, other arm underneath, pull in, drop the shoulder down. So arm straight across from the body. You're gonna feel this in your back. So at the end of your workout, you wanna hold, you wanna prep for recovery. As you do a strength training or endurance training or any type of workout, that burning sensation that you're getting is your muscle fibers, switch sides, muscle fibers making very small ripping and tearing. And what that does, that's what creates that burning sensation. It's a good thing for the body because what happens is another layer of muscle grows on top and makes it stronger. So that's how your body is able to build strength. Drop the shoulder, pull the arm tight in. So your body's able to build strength that way. What happens, last one, place your fingers behind your back, lift the hands. What happens is that keep holding that stretch, as your muscle fibers rip and tear, right? They rip and they fray apart. They fray apart like this. So what happens when they grow, they become tighter. Another layer of muscle grows on top. That's what makes it stronger. It makes the bond stronger. If you don't do your recovery and your stretches at the end, your muscles stay tight like that. The tighter your body is, the more pain you're gonna get on a regular basis and the decreased range of motion you're gonna have. So now that flexibility in your legs and you were able to get your squat really low like this, no pain. If you don't do your stretches, it's gonna limit your range of motion. So now if your body's stopping here, you're not gonna be able to get as much range of motion. Your workout won't be as effective. You won't be able to target the right muscle groups. So stretching is really, really important. Plus also a cool down prepares your body to stop the activity. It actually gives you more energy when you do a cool down. All right, that's our last stretch for today. Great job, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys next week.